What is up, everyone? I'm coming on here for a couple of plays for the day, and we absolutely crushed Prizepicks once again on Monday Night Football. We hit another 8x. We got some more setups. We hit a discount. We hit the Falcons spread, which you guys should have got in on REBET. And before I fully recap the weekend and yesterday's plays, and then obviously give you guys the plays for the day, of course, I'm going to ask you guys to please leave a like on the video. Please leave a like, a comment, and then you'll actually see, if you scroll down on the comment section, if you swipe over to the right, you'll see this section that says hype up the video, and that really helps out small creators right now. So if you guys could hype up the video, like the video, whatever it is, that will really help me out. Obviously, I want to give you guys plays. It helps me give you guys the best quality plays, help you guys make sure that I can do this long term, and then also it helps me out to get out my message and my strategy to as many people as possible. Okay, guys. So if this video gets 75 likes, I'm actually going to be doing a giveaway. I'm going to do a jersey giveaway or a helmet giveaway, a signed helmet or something like that. I'll look and try to find something, but I'm going to be doing a giveaway if this video gets 75 likes. So please like this video. Again, if you're on the VIP, also it'd really help me out if you left a comment and, I don't know, give your experience of the VIP, maybe say who, you think is going to win the Super Bowl, whatever you want to do. It just really helps me if you guys do leave comments and likes on these videos. All right, guys. So again, 8x entry we hit, and then we also got a ton of setups. As I said, as I always say, guys, you get into the VIP as early as possible during these weeks, because we are already set up for a Friday game. Okay, even though we got to wait a couple of days for this, if this hits on Friday, this was literally set up on Monday. Okay, we took this entry on Monday, and now we have to wait till Friday. That's no big deal. But if this hits on Friday, then if you didn't get in today or you didn't get in yesterday, then you wouldn't have hit this. So today, tomorrow, these are massive days to send out entries, even though there's not that much football going on these days. I send out a ton of entries. Okay, and again, we went over this. We went over how absolutely epic this weekend was. It was so insane to see all of these things hitting together. Finally, everything comes together in just this massive wave of profit and units going up. All right, and again, before I continue recapping, before I get into today's play, I do want to talk about, and this is actually going to be the first pick of the day right here. I do want to talk about Onyx Odds, and I'm talking about Onyx Odds because you are legitimately leaving free money on the table if you do not have Onyx Odds yet. You guys see all the states that is legal in is in these purple states here. It's like 40 out of 50 states. So there's a really good chance, if you don't have Onyx Odds, you could make $100 today. Okay, you can make $100 on Onyx Odds today if you don't have Onyx Odds and you're in the one of these purple states here. I'm sure if you're watching this video, you probably want to make money sports betting. You want to make money on Prizepicks, whatever it is. You want to probably hit, a parlay for 30, 40, 50 bucks, whatever it is. And, I'm telling you guys right now, you could legitimately get a free $100 risk-free with Onyx Odds. All you have to do is text me the word Onyx right here. Sign up with my code. My code is detective in all caps. And then you just put 10 bucks on an entry in Onyx Odds. All right. You sign up, I'm sure you guys have signed up for an app before. Put 10 bucks into the app with Apple Pay, whatever you want to do. There's a lot of payments. And then you get $100 in free bets on Onyx Odds. This is not going to last long. I said this in September, then they took it away early October, and a lot of people were like, depressed because they're like, man, I missed out on $100. It is back. So capitalize on Onyx Odds. Capitalize on this free $100 in free picks. You're going to need it in the VIP anyway. So it's a win-win-win-win-win. Okay, you're going to get Onyx Odds. You're going to get a free $100 in plays. It helps me out. You're going to get a free month of the VIP. There's so much going on for Onyx Odds to be worth it for you guys. And it's just a no-brainer. Okay, you're getting $100 in free picks. It's so free. It's the best promotion by far that I've ever seen any app do, and I respect it so much. In a land where like Prizepicks dominates and stuff, and everyone's betting on Prizepicks, I really respect Onyx Odds to give out a free $100 and not be scared to pay back their users pretty much. All right. And you're also going to need it because this is how we bet on money lines and spreads. We use Onyx Odds. We use REBET to bet on money lines and spreads. And I'm going to say like Texas, that doesn't have FanDuel, DraftKings, all these traditional sports books. So using Onyx Odds and stuff is really helpful. All right. First pick of the day, Jags money line going for Sunday. So this is obviously in, a couple of days now, but I'm taking Jags money line at plus 140. I think this is going to slowly even out. And I think Jags are going to slowly, and Rams are going to slowly even out to about 50-50. You guys will see they were actually getting $14 for a $10 wager on this. So this is plus money. And again, this is what I want you guys to put the $10 on. So put the $10 on Onyx, get into the VIP, and then you'll get the free $100 in free picks. And this is going to be the play of the day on Onyx Odds right here. So again, if you're confused, all you have to do is text me this word Onyx to my number, which is right up here on the screen. It's 512-270-0440, and I'll get you guys into the VIP and give you guys those instructions for Onyx Odds. I went over this yesterday too, and this is a nice nice little helpful reminder. You can text me Onyx for Onyx Odds, REBET for REBET, or Better for Better, and I'll get you guys a month of the VIP for each of these. So if you don't have any of these apps, you'll see here's all the states that Better's legal in. So for example, I'm in Texas, so I just use that as an example, but Florida, California, I'm sure a lot of you guys live there, and you can see, if you live in one of these states, you could get Onyx, you could get REBET, you can get Better, and all these apps are going to give you guys free money. They're going to be able to, they're helpful because that's what I play on the VIP, some of these apps, and then you guys will get up to 3 months free of the VIP if you signed up for all of these, and again, that'll take you maybe I think like 25 to 30 bucks. I think you have to put in 10 for Onyx, 10 for REBET at minimum, and then I think it's like 5 to 10 on Better. But again, all these apps are going to match your deposit as well. All right, guys. So again, just text me these different words. And so I'm trying to think if there's anything else to go over. I mean, it was just honestly a really solid day. The day didn't go perfect. We had some close misses. We had some misses. For example, this was a miss here where I took Josh Allen over pass touchdowns. That did hit. And then I played this Counter-Strike entry and I took the unders, and the overs went way together because this team won. This foot team won versus FaZe, and they were not favored to win, but they did win. And it was a very long game. So these guys both go over together. And that's a prime example of correlation. And that's what I talk about on this channel. If you guys don't know what I talk about on this channel, I talk about esports and sports going over together or under together because that's how the game goes, right? So I took the Falcons under together because they didn't pass the ball very much in the second half. So I took them under and they hit under together. League of Legends, this is going to be massive for us this next couple of weeks because there is a huge tournament going on called Worlds. Okay. So it's kind of like the World Cup for League of Legends. And I took these two guys over, and they hit over together because they have a very good game together, okay? These two guys played very well. They go over together, and then this guy is kind of the guy who gets the assist. He's kind of like the midfielder in soccer, and he's getting a lot of assists in that game. And I took Penix over, and I took Josh Allen under, and we kind of saw that time of possession stuff going on for the Falcons. And then, we are, like I said, we're already set up here. Yesterday's plays, the Caleb Williams one for rush yards, that was bad. I'll put my hands up for that. That was a really just poor play. I shouldn't have took that. That was bad, right? And sometimes that's going to happen, right? I'm not saying that we're going to win every time. If we talk about some of these graphs here, you'll see last year's graph or whatever it is. Even this weekend's graph, we went 6, 12, and 1. So we actually lost more than we won, even though we went up close to 40 units or 33 units, whatever it is. Last year we had 2,000 losses and just a little bit over 700 wins. And it's because a lot of these wins are 8x entries, 9x entries. So the wins way exceed the losses. So when you join the VIP and you get in the VIP with some of these apps, guys, you're going to see losses in your Prizepicks account. You might see like loss, and then like a big 8x, 9x entry hit, boom. And then you'll see like loss, and then like a big one, and then loss, and then a big one. So that's how it normally is played out. That's how you guys have to make money on Prizepicks, all right? This was also the play of the day yesterday. As I said, I think I actually left it up, right? I left up what I drew yesterday, and I said, look, we need a Commanders win. It didn't happen. They were favored in this game. It didn't happen. And then these guys are very correlated together. And what ends up happening is Caleb Williams only throws about 16 pass completions, and then Rome Odunze only gets 2 of those receptions because Caleb Williams just didn't throw very much. He only threw 16 times. So his receiver only gets 2 catches. He really should have had 3 catches, but he just didn't throw very much. And yeah, right, if Caleb Williams threw the ball 25, 30 times, then Rome Odunze probably would have had 6 or 7 catches there, and these guys would have went over together. So, that's how the cookie crumbles. I'm not saying that every single form of correlation is going to go over together or under together exactly how I pick it, but, when I take correlation together, I want these guys to either hit together or miss together. So hopefully that makes sense. If it doesn't make sense, again, you can text me, I can talk about it, and we can kind of, chat about the strategy we use, all right? So this is going to be a play of the day here on Prizepicks, all right? So again, if you stuck around for all that, I really appreciate it, guys, and please leave a like on the video for this entry right here. So first and foremost, I'm going to go to League of Legends, and I'm going to talk about this one real quick. Shanks Hope, AL versus HLE. I think this is a straight up 50-50 battle, and I think this is going to be a very, very aggressive game. So I don't even care who wins or who loses. I think everyone goes over in this game, okay? Very aggressive teams, some of the most aggressive regions in League of Legends where they do a lot of trading, a lot of stuff happening in these games, and taking them over. The 3 times that they have played this year, they both just dominated. They both got like 30 kills each or 20 kills each. Not these guys specifically, but the teams. So I think these guys probably get, I would say, like 9 or 10 kills together, okay? So this is going to be the play here on League of Legends. I will say it's obviously Taco Tuesday. So if you want to take, I'm just going to say TT for Taco Tuesday. If you are watching this when tacos are out, which you probably are, then you can just take the taco for this entry, okay? So if you want to just put the taco right here and then take these 2 guys together, you can can also do that. But this is what I'm running as a 3-man entry right now. And then the second part of this play, which I'm pairing it as a 3-man, right? The second part of this play is the Liberty guys to go under together in the first half, okay? I feel like I normally always forget to say it's a first half play, okay? So look on your Prizepicks account and you'll see on the top, you have to scroll over. If you're on your phone or whatever it is, you have to scroll over and you have to take CFB1H, okay, which means first half college football. And I'm taking these guys under together. Liberty versus New Mexico State. Liberty is a run first team. Ethan Vasco is a running quarterback, okay? And in the first half, I'm taking them under together because I think they're going to stick to their game plan. They're going to run the football a lot. And Ethan Vasco, he's going to run probably, I'll say like 5 or 6 times in this first half. They're going to run a lot with their running backs, and I'm taking them under together, okay? So again, if Ethan Vasco, let's say he only throws for 30 yards in the first half. That means Jamari Person, his like number 1, number 2 receiver, they kind of have like 2 receivers that are pretty good. Jamari Person is one of them. He probably will get, I don't know, maybe 10 yards, maybe 8 yards, something like that. Now, if Ethan Vasco, let's just say he has an absolutely dominant performance, an amazing first half, one of his best first halves ever, then he'll probably, let's say he throws for 150 yards, 200 yards, then Jamari Person's probably going to get, like 30, 40, 50 of those yards because he's going to be so, his quarterback's going to do so dominant, okay? Liberty also, I was going to show this, but they are bottom 5 or 6 in the league in first half points scored, and it is 6.6. So they, on average, score 6.6 first half points, which is really, really bad. By the way, like the average team will probably score around maybe like 14 to 15 points in the first half, okay? So this team right here only scores 6.6 points in the first half. Overall, they score about 16 points in the entire game, okay? So that means that they are not a very good first half team. They're bad in the first half. They're a much more better second half team, Liberty is, okay? So one of the worst teams in the first half. And again, I'm not really basing it all off of that. This is very, very correlated at the end of the day, which is exactly what we do here, right? You guys will see yesterday. We have some wins, we have some losses. There's some losses thrown around. I didn't even really talk about this one, but this is Josh Allen, Shakir first half. Josh Allen had, I think, a throw to Shakir where it was a pick at the end of the second half. If that pass was completed, then Shakir would have hit and Josh Allen would have hit. And this would have been a nice little 3x for us because you guys see that this guy pushes. But it doesn't happen, right? Sometimes these guys aren't going to connect together very much. Sometimes they are. Easily Josh Allen could have thrown 170 yards in this first half, and Shakir could have got 50 yards, and it would have been, wow, what a great play here. But the unders end up hitting, right? So again, that's all that we do here is correlation, and that's the strategy long term, and that's how we win long term, is using this strategy called correlation. So hopefully that makes sense. Again, I can't stress it enough. Please leave a like on this video. I'll do a giveaway for a jersey or something like that in the next week or so. If we do get this video to 75 likes. And again, sign up for Onyx Odds, guys. I don't know how long this is going to last. It might just last a week. It might just last, a couple of days. It might last a month or something like that. Who knows? But get $100 in free picks on Onyx Odds, all right? This is such a good promo, and you guys can legitimately build a bankroll on Onyx Odds with this $100 that they're giving you. It is crazy. You can make a side hustle income with just Onyx Odds today by spending $5 of work, 5 minutes of work and $10 of work by signing up for Onyx Odds. It is so simple to get into my VIP and to get free money with these apps nowadays, guys. It's crazy. It is so much better than when I started doing this, a year and a half ago or whatever. These apps are throwing money at people right now. So these are the apps you guys can sign up for. I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.